Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is all about Noelle. So we're going to be talking about Noelle right now. So where should I begin? I'm just going to start over here. My Noelle is level 70, all right? I'm going to be trying to give you guys an idea of how to build your Noelle to suit your needs. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to build mine and how I've built mine so far. So my Noelle is level 70. The max HP is 14,000, attack 950, defense 1900 defense. That is nuts, man. That is absolutely nuts. Elemental mastery doesn't really matter, and max stamina doesn't really matter. So how did I build my Noelle? So if you go over to, let's start with the weapon. If you go into the weapon, I have the white blind. I have it refinement rank 2. I really like this weapon. I feel like it's one of the better weapons for Noelle if you want to go ahead and get it. If you do want to know how to get this weapon, basically Storm Terror drops some materials to craft weapons. You just need the claymore material and then go to the forger and then you can forge this weapon. So if you guys want to do that, you can. I got like 2 of them. You can buy them at the shop too, I believe. So I got 2 of them and I just crafted 2, refined 1, boom, you know. This is my sword. I got it up to level 70 as well. On hit, normal charge attacks, increase attack and defense. Now this is key. This is key right here. Attack and defense for 7.5% for 6 seconds, and it stacks 4 times. So why is this important? The defense part is the most important part because Noelle works around her defense. Let's go into her artifacts. I'll show you why. As you guys can see from my artifacts right here, we're going to start off with the flower. I have HP, but I'm aiming for % defense on the second line. I was just going for any type of defense, man. I'm not too stressed out about going for the perfect stats on my gear right now because I know I'm going to replace them. And I'm going to replace them for the gladiator set. But right now, as you can see, don't even pay attention to my set bonuses because this will get replaced once I'm finally able to get the gladiator set. Now moving on, of course, the feather, it comes standard with attack. And of course, I'm just looking for this defense right here. Once I saw I got a feather with line of defense, I started building for it. And now we're coming over to the important stuff. The pocket watch, % defense. Man, 43% defense is actually crazy. I kind of got lucky and got 2 lines of attack %, and just regular attack. And I got a line of defense. So this is really good for Noelle. Moving on. Another 43% defense, attack 14%, and another attack line. I didn't get a defense line. I tried, couldn't get it, and I wasn't going to wait all day just to keep farming and farming, trying to get the perfect one when I know I'm going to replace it. And then going on again, % defense, and I got a huge bonus to a % attack, another attack line, and some defense. So that's what I'm doing for my Noelle right now. Now, how am I going to build Noelle for the future, guys? You want to get your hands on this right here. This right here, gladiator set. The gladiator set. Look at the set. 2-piece set. The 2-piece set gives you attack plus 18%. This is just standard, so you don't have to do anything to get this attack. You just automatically have it once you get 2 pieces of the gladiator. The 4-piece set effect. So if you have 4 different pieces of the gladiator set, you get 35% damage if your user has a sword, claymore, or polearm. So this 35% is, again, you just have it automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to attack the monster. You just have that flat extra 35% damage, and that's really going to help you because Noelle is a low damage dealing DPSer. To be specific, she's categorized as DPS and healer. She's more of the healer than DPS. Like, she kind of struggles on the damage. So if you can just get secondary lines like I have here for attack, and if you can get this gladiator set going as well, you're going to be in business, man. You're really going to be in business. So what makes Noelle worth it to actually build for her? Now, to be honest, guys, I hate to say this. I hate to say this so much, but I feel like you get the most out of Noelle once you've maxed out her constellation. I know, man. It sucks. I feel like she can really become a great DPS when she has her max constellation. But wait, guys, I know you guys are getting ready to click off the video or whatever. Listen, Noelle is still great as a healer with no constellation. You don't need any of this stuff to make her a great healer. So if you go over to her talents, what makes her a good healer? Well, it's simple. This skill called breastplate right here. If you go over to the talent info, I guess, when Noelle's normal and charged attacks hit a target, they have a certain chance to regenerate HP for all characters. Now, if you go over to the skill attribute, so how does this shield work? Well, once you use the shield, it just gives you first it has some damage to it. It has some really good damage to it. 159%. This is some good extra damage when you're in someone's face and you use this skill. When you open the shield up, it actually does damage to an enemy, but that's not the main point of this. The damage absorption is what we're looking at here. So your shield is 212% of your defense plus 1116. So that's basically like how much damage your shield can absorb, this whole number. So this value, you like plug it in, do the math, that's the value of how much damage you can absorb. And when you attack any monster while you have the shield up, this is how much healing you would do. So I heal around, I can't remember the last time I checked, I think it was like 700 or 800 whenever it procs, but it's 28% plus 149. So you can just 28% of my defense plus 149. Do the math. I don't feel like doing the math on video right now, but that's how you do it. And then it triggers at 54% of the chance, and the duration is only for 12 seconds. The cooldown is 24. That's a pretty long cooldown, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty long cooldown. But if you get her to Ascension 4, you get the nice and clean, which every 4 attacks, it actually decreases the cooldown by 1 second, which is super good. Now, this is where the DPS comes into play, okay? This is why Noelle is considered like partial DPS, because of sweeping time. When you activate this right here, I'm gonna just read it up to you. Basically, when you activate this, for anyone who doesn't know, you have a larger AoE attack. It converts your damage into geo damage, and you have increased attack that scales based on your defense. So how does that actually scale? Well, it tells you right here. Your attack bonus is 53% of your defense. So why was I building for defense before, guys? Because when I pop this, I get 53% of my defense converted to my attack. So let's go back. Let's go back and look at my defensive stat. Let's go back. So when we come over here and look at my defense, that's almost 1,000 of my defense converted over to attack. So basically add 1,000 of my defense over to my attack. My defense stays the same. So basically I'm running around with almost 2,000 attack as Noelle. That's insane, man. That's absolutely insane. So here's where things get even crazier. Remember how I told you guys about the constellation and how I think she's going to be a really good DPS once you max it out? If you come down here to the last one possible, sweeping time increases Noelle's attack by an additional 50% of her defense. So that is a total of 104% of my defense as attack. That is absolutely insane. So it's going from 1,000 extra attack to 2,000 extra attack. 2,000. So you can easily get a Noelle when you pop your Q to have over 3,000 attack. This is why this character is going to be crazy. I have some good news. But before we get to that good news, this is another skill that I think is going to be super good once I get to it. To be clean, every time you open up your shield and it expires or it's destroyed, you deal 400% attack of geo damage to all surrounding enemies, man. That is nuts. So I think Noelle is a great character to build. I just see the potential. I really do. Now I'm going to have to get the constellation all the way up, but I have good news for that. There's a rumor that Noelle is going to be featured on a banner with the new character Klee that's coming out on the 18th, October the 18th. And you should be able to have a 50% chance of pulling Noelle out of the banner. So if that is actually true, that's the perfect time to get the constellation all the way up for Noelle, and I'm going to be ready for it. But that's how I'm building my Noelle, guys. You just want to stick with the percent defense. You really want to stick with the percent defense. Also, guys, if I'm forgetting anything that you guys want to know about Noelle, please comment down below, because I'm just doing this off the top of my head. So if I'm missing anything, feel free, because I will answer all comments down in the comment section below. Any type of questions you have, I'll answer them. So yeah, let's just recap. I want to get the gladiator set for Noelle. We're going to build for the gladiator set while building for percent defense, so all that defense gets scaled over to attack when I pop Q. And that's how we're going to do it. If I can get some energy recharge in there as well, that'll be cool, but I'm not really stressed over it right now. I just really want the gladiator right here, guys. The gladiator set. I already got one piece. I'm just waiting to get another one so I can throw it on, and man, it's going to be crazy. Noelle really might be a decent DPSer if you get all this stuff down, but right now she excels at healing. Truly excels. She will never die on the battlefield. Literally, her shield comes up so often that you will never die on the battlefield, as long as you're just not taking hits on purpose. Still dodge around. Try not to get hit, guys. But if you do get hit, of course, you'll be safe, and you can armor through it. Your shield acts as like hyper armor, so you don't get staggered when people hit you. You can just keep trading with them. They're not doing any damage to you, but you're doing all the damage to them. It is amazing, man. So guys, make sure you build for Noelle. I highly recommend it, but if you want to be a DPSer, you're going to have to max out Constellation. If you guys want to see some gameplay, I will link you guys below a live stream that I did earlier today with Noelle going through Spiral Abyss. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check that out. Noelle is a great healer, man. A great healer. I highly recommend Noelle on any team. If you don't have a Barbara, like right here, if you don't have Barbara, or you just don't want to use Barbara because she doesn't offer any offense, then I would definitely go for Noelle to switch out for Barbara. If you just want someone that can attack as well as defend and heal. Not to mention, your shield stays when you switch over to your DPSer. So if you find yourself in a position where you need to bring out, you know, your main DPS, you can pop a shield from Noelle and switch right over, and now your DPSer has that overpowered shield, and now you can just go crazy with it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, man. Leave a like, definitely subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if there's any other character that you want me to personally build to showcase and tell you guys how to build for it. I'm currently working on Mona. Mona's a beast, and then I'm going to start working on Vinci because I just recently pulled him. So with that being said, man, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to sub, and I'm out. Peace.